The phone buzzed against the kitchen counter like a trapped wasp, its screen lighting up with a single line that sliced the afternoon in half. I told him yes. My pulse stuttered. I was elbow-deep in soapy water, scrubbing the skillet from last night's chicken tikka, the scent of cumin still clinging to my fingertips. The message was from Sarah, my wife of 9 years, the woman who once swore she'd never keep secrets from me. I dried my hands on the dish towel and stared at the words until they blurred. I knew who him was. 3 weeks earlier, over takeout biryani and too much wine, Sarah had leaned across the couch, her bare feet tucked under my thigh and said, "Babe, what if we invited someone else into bed? Just once. To spice things up." She'd laughed, light and teasing, like it was a dare. I'd laugh too, because that's what you do when your wife jokes about a threesome. You laugh, you kiss her, you assume it's pillow talk. But her eyes had lingered on mine a second too long, searching for something I couldn't name. Now the skillet sat forgotten, grease congealing. I thumbed open the full thread. "Sarah, he's free Friday. Unknown number." "Perfect. Tell your husband I'm discreet." "Sarah." "Already did." "He's excited." My stomach folded in on itself. Excited? I hadn't answered her in 3 weeks. I'd changed the subject every time she circled back, hoping the idea would evaporate like steam from the rice cooker. I typed, "We need to talk. Now." The 3 dots appeared, vanished, appeared again. "Sarah. I'm at the gym. Home in 40 minutes. 40 minutes to decide whether the woman I'd built a life with had already torn it down. I paced the living room, past the wedding photo where she's laughing so hard her veil is slipping, past the shelf of travel books we swore we'd fill with stamps. Every memory felt suddenly counterfeit. The gym. She'd started going at odd hours, coming back flushed and quiet, blaming spin classes. I'd kissed her damp forehead and believed her. The front door clicked. Sarah stepped in, ponytail swinging, cheeks pink from more than cardio. She dropped her bag and smiled like nothing was wrong. "Hey love. You cooked." I held up the phone. "Who's excited?" Her smile faltered, then steadied. "I was going to tell you tonight. Over wine. Like adults." "Tell me what exactly?" My voice cracked on the last word. I hated it. She exhaled through her nose, the way she did when our toddler threw peas. "That I want this. That I've wanted it for months. And that I thought you did too. I never said yes. You never said no." She stepped closer, gym shoes squeaking on the hardwood. "You laughed. You kissed me. You let me talk about it. Because I thought it was fantasy." The words burst out louder than I meant. "Fantasy, Sarah. Not a calendar invite." Her eyes glistened but her jaw set. "I'm not the villain here." I asked. I waited. "You ghosted the conversation." I laughed, a dry, ugly sound. "Ghosted? I was hoping you'd come to your senses." "That's the problem," she whispered. "You hoped I'd shrink back into the wife you decided I should be." The room tilted. I saw us at 25, drunk on cheap mojitos, promising we'd never let routine kill us. I saw her at 31, crying in the fertility clinic when the 3rd round failed. I saw the version of me who'd vowed to carry her through anything. None of those versions knew how to carry this. "Who is he?" I asked. She hesitated. "Someone from work. Harmless. Married to." We talked boundaries. "Boundaries." I cut in. "You discuss boundaries without me? I was protecting you." Her voice rose to match mine. "You shut down every time I tried. I thought if I planned it, showed you it could be safe." "Safe?" I was shaking now. "You think betrayal is safe if you use protection?" Her face crumpled. Not anger, hurt. Real hurt. "I'm not betraying you. I'm trying to save us." "Save us?" I repeated. The word tasted like rust. She sank onto the couch, the same spot where she'd first floated the idea. "We haven't had sex in 6 weeks, Dan. You fall asleep scrolling spreadsheets. I touch you and you flinch. I'm lonely in my own marriage." The truth landed like a slap. I wanted to argue, but the calendar on my phone glared back. Late nights at the office, weekends buried in budgets. I told myself it was temporary, that once the promotion hit we'd reconnect. I'd been wrong. "I'm scared," I admitted. The words scraped my throat. "Scared of losing you. Scared of sharing you. Scared I'm not enough." Sarah looked up, tears tracking her cheeks. "You are enough. But I'm changing and you're not coming with me. I need to know if we can grow together or if we're done pretending. Silence pooled between us, thick as the cumin in the air. I thought of the unknown number, the casual "tell your husband." I thought of Friday 2 days away, a hotel room I hadn't booked. I thought of the man I used to be, the one who'd promised her the world. I sat beside her, leaving a careful foot of space. If we do this, if we do it together. Every step. No secrets. No solo planning. And if I say stop, we stop. She searched my face. You mean that? I mean I love you enough to try. But I need you to love me enough to wait until I'm ready. Really ready. Not cornered. She nodded slow. Okay. I reached for her hand. Her fingers were cold. And Sarah? Delete his number. Right now. She pulled out her phone, thumbs trembling. The contact vanished. She set the phone face down and leaned into me. I felt her heartbeat through her damp tank top. Fast, uncertain, alive. We stayed like that until the chicken tikka burned in the sink. Neither of us moved to save it. Later in bed, she whispered, "I'm sorry I scared you. I'm sorry I disappeared." I whispered back. Moonlight striped the ceiling. I didn't know if we'd invite anyone else into our life, into our bed. I only knew that tonight, for the first time in weeks, her breathing synced with mine. The gap between us had narrowed to the width of a promise neither of us was ready to break. Friday came and went. We ordered pizza instead, ate it cross-legged on the living room rug, and talked until dawn about fear, about desire, about the terrifying possibility that love could stretch without snapping. Somewhere between the second and third slice, I realized the real betrayal would have been silence. We didn't fix everything. Trust is a slow rebuild, brick by heavy brick. But we started. And for now that was enough.